7. It's currently, what we at, 4 degrees. Very chilly this morning, nice and fresh. Sun is up, blue skies are out. Due to get a bit of warm, so temperatures up to about 13 in Swindon, 17 in London, and then I think we've got another break of rain, and then it's going to go cold again. Weather's all over the place, nobody knows what's going on. So an absolutely amazing weekend. Saturday night was really cool. Obviously Daikoku was brilliant. We had a laugh, saw many cool cars, chatted with some people. No issues with the chaser, went up, went down perfectly well, of course. Dom and Fur had a good evening. Really gutted they didn't have the pizza and nachos on that they usually have, because it's kind of like what I love going up there for. And instead it wasn't even like neons and noodles, it wasn't even Japanese food. They were selling it was sort of Middle Eastern. We had like this thing called Cleopatra's Kitchen open. We had like these sort kind of like curry wraps, but they weren't that good, if I'm honest. Eating them the first time was bad enough, and then when you belched it was like the second time round was, they weren't that special. I won't be doing that again. I should have stuck with a burger and just got me something plain. But you live and you learn. Today in the shop we got 2 head unit fits, 2 fascia kits. I think one of them's having a camera. Well, that's what's booked in anyway. Whatever turns up we shall see. You never know. And then I've got to start making a box for Rob. So my parts guy across the way, he's got a 15 solobaric kicker. Just bought a new BMW estate, so he's got space in the back for some cabinet that we're going to make him. So I've got inch thick MDF in the shop. We're going to make him a slot ported box as per kicker's specification, and trim it, carpet it, whatnot. Get that done first. We've got sort of speakers and amplifiers and everything else to put into it, but the first stage is basically getting the box built, get that ready, because then once that's done, everything else is like adding wire and speakers, which is fairly quick compared to building. So we're going to get the box built first. So that'll probably be today. We'll get some time lapse on it, get cutting up some wood, and make a start on building a solobaric 15 box. You should be bringing the sub in today for me anyway, so hopefully by this afternoon we'll have the box knocked out, let it cure overnight, and then trim it and whatnot tomorrow. I've got to do some parts ordering today as well. I've got a big list of parts I need to order. Stuff ready for the week of stock and all sorts of bits and bobs that we've got coming in. The job sort of stitch count is through the roof, so I don't want any more cancellations. I can't afford to have any more cancellations because it just gets ridiculous. So I'm hoping that people, I'm going to start texting them, I think, or calling them, and just remind them that they're coming. You're still going to get the people like the guy with the Fiat 500, that time waster that I actually messaged and spoke with him the night before his job, and then he still stitched and blocked me on Facebook. You're still going to get those kind of people. But yeah, we'll try and manage the cancellations a bit better, I think, just to remind people. I know people forget, but it's quite important for me because it's business, isn't it? Anyway, off to work. We'll get some breakfast, probably a bacon sandwich and a coffee, standard, and I will see you when we've got our first car in. Happy Monday, everyone.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Right everyone, so we've got a afternoon job just turned up, Ford Focus ST. We've got to swap out that factory radio for something better, so we're going to put a Pioneer in there, Fisher kit. I'll get to this one and I'll come back in a bit. The box is coming on well, we've got it kind of fabbed up and made. I'm yet to obviously fix the thing together, but that's the start of it. Come back to you in a bit. See you soon.
A few inches later.
Right then everyone, Ford is done. We've got a fascia in, Pioneer in there. Microphone obviously up there, digital aerial over there. Steering controls will work with this one. There we go. Looks the business. Cool. Right everyone. So the Focus is done, that's gone. So we're back on with the box. Now, the main portion of the wood has been cut. Here is our box. Now what I'm going to do now is take the sides, just the sides, so this side and this side, and we're going to basically take away a small edge halfway through the wood, right? So we've got like a little indentation here, which is going to give me an area to tuck the carpet when we wrap the box. So all of these center section, this one here, they'll have a little cutout so we can come over with the box, fold the carpet into this gap, make a nice neat edge, and then the port will sit on here. Got the dimensions for the port, so we'll mark that out, cut the wood for the inside, and then we can router out the edge, round off all the edges so they're nice and you know, smooth for the air to flow, and then all we're left to do then is make our hole for our 15-inch solobaric, and then this one will be ready. Happy days. Right, I'll come back to you in a bit when I've done this one. See you soon. Right then everyone, so we got pretty much 90% of the box built, ready to go. We've got our little cutouts on the box. Obviously you can see there the bits that we're going to tuck the carpet into. So we've got a gap all the way around, so I want to round off the edges of the box. Folding the carpet in and cutting it like without a seam will just make it really easy by those little relief cuts from the rabbiting bit here. Now I'm moving on to the port. So I've got we're switching up to a 1/2 inch bit, and we're going to round over the edges of the port. The dimensions are going to be 7 by 6 by 7 by 6, so a nice square port, but we're going to round over the edges so that the air travels over it fluently, which is why I've also only put 3 45 corner pieces on to strengthen the box. So obviously if I put the 4th one on, it's going to get in the way of the port. So we put this in first, we'll cut the hole ready for the port, round over the edges of that, and then I can move back to the bit that hasn't got coverage of the 45, trim the 45 down and put that on top. But first we're just going to get a round over edge on this, so at least it's allowing the air to flow smoothly through it. Come back to you in a minute. Evening all, how's it going? Right, so box fab on 101. So this one is kind of steadily on the way. We've got port made, we've got bracing made, 45s in the corners, so we're just letting the glue dry tonight. We've got our edging cut so we can tuck the carpet into these gaps and have a nice uniform look, and I can round these edges. We may throw some screws in the side just to give it a bit more purchase so that the base, the pressure doesn't blow it apart. But so far, I've got to cut the end of the port out. So the 15 has started, which is cool. I'm back. We had to do a quick battery change. Many time lapses today. So I flattened the GoPro battery, so we're on with another one. So yes, box has been built today. We got the Focus ST done, the first one stitched. But more for them, Halfords are waiting for your call, because I will not be touching your car again. Tomorrow we've got Wayne's Mini coming in and a dash cam for a Toyota. Excuse the out of breath, I'm running around like a blue ass fly. We've got fascia plate turned up a day late. How funny is that? For the Nissan El Grande that was in yesterday, and it comes today when she's gone to Scotland. What a joke. But we've managed to be quite productive today. So we've got Rob's box started. That's ready for a solobaric 15. It's going to sound bloody loud. It's going to be awesome. If you've never used Kicker Specs before, they do an application basically where you can put in things onto a box builder kind of profile, and it will let you play with sizes, play with tune, frequency response, port size, all of the fun stuff that you want to do when you're messing with your own box to get it just how you want it. And it gives it quite a good exploded diagram as well, which is very lovely. So as per their instructions, we've been messing with that today for Rob. So a very dusty shop, but salvaging what would have been a pain in the ass day for customers. having one cancel, one not show, and getting one done, which is a good thing. Right, let's get locked up. I think wifey's calling me. I've also done something with my truck, which I'll show you in a minute. Just make sure that's set. Put the alarm on. There we go. Right, so as I predicted, I've put the 10.1 in. Obviously we're going to have it on test. I spent a little time looking at the standard brackets and realised that they weren't really going to fit for Toffee because of the way that my surround sits. Alright, and this is basically where we're at. So as I thought, to get it in you get left with a gap. We've got our side mounts in because I've got to get this trim ring on last, and what it's basically done, it's in. It's really close with the gear stick. I'd like it up higher if I could, and you know, same position but just up higher. This is why we need brackets that come up and adjust. But I've got it in, it's on test, and we're going to see what gives with it, see how it reacts. So we'll go with that for now, and we'll come back in a bit. But Monday's done. Obviously we've got a snap on Tuesday tomorrow. We should have a new flyer. Other than that, I'm knackered, I'm dusty. I'm gonna go home. I'll see you all tomorrow morning, bright and early. You'll have a video today, you'll have a video tomorrow, so I'll try and keep that going. See you soon, peeps. Bye. Hello.
We wondered if you were coming home.
Yeah, I'm on my way now.
That's all right. We started without you, but yours is in the oven.
See you in a bit.
All right, bye.
Bye, bye, bye.